Is this car for sale?
Yes, it is. Yeah, just landed.
Is this one of our cars? And I'll tell you why I asked that. There's grease on that catch. And I've never seen that before on anybody
Really?
else. Ferrari mechanics seem to have a crink in the neck. They don't seem to be able to look up. Do you know what this is? Yeah.
It's a 355 early version. Yeah.
It is. So it's a 2.7 Motronic car, and this arrangement gives the game away, which is the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, the fire spitter.
Okay.
Before it was softened up for the bloody Americans. But it's weird because it must be absolutely on the changeover, but it's got airbags, and it shouldn't have airbags, So
Oh, really?
It must be sat right on the changeover. Very rare, that. I can't remember seeing one before. This is an early 2.7 with airbag. So it's best of both worlds, isn't it, really? It's in good nick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's spot on.
Yeah, you got it for sale? We
have, yeah. Well, I was just about to take some footage of it, actually. So, do you want to go out for a drive and show me what it's all about? Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go do it. Brilliant. Do you know, this takes me back, this car. Just listen to that. These early cars are so much different than the later Motronic management cars. 2.7, it's just so precise. And I don't know why it is, but it's so blinking accurate in the chassis as well. I used to run one of these myself. It was a left-hand drive German car. And I remember saying that at the time, the late UK cars do not drive like these early cars. And this is a rare car because it's an airbag car, but yet it's the early management. I love these things, I really do. It's the engine's full of titanium and revs very hard and strong. Just listen to that. Isn't that just beautiful? My mechanic laughs at me because I conduct this like an orchestra, because that's what it is. It's a musical instrument. So when I'm driving it, I go, that's because I'm a part of the car, sort of thing, when I was racing F40s. So these things will do for me. I like these cars. I'm enjoying this.
Is the chassis different, John, on the suspension setup to the later car?
Yeah, they are. I think that the exhaust, it's the booming Americans, they just want soft and squeaky, and I think they're into their higher ride heights as well. The exhaust is different on these early cars. That's the first thing. But the car's set lower, and well, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure whether we've actually put our geometry into this car, but God, it's sharp. It's got straight lines. It's got better straight line stability than usual. So I think the early cars are a lot closer to my settings when I'm asked to modify later cars. I put more extreme settings in, and I think the early cars have those settings. It's weird, sat in the driver's seat, you can feel this car's lower than the UK car. I used to get that feeling when we used to lower our Lotus Cortinas. You pull up in the traffic and you'd be like looking up at the next car. You know you've done it. So I think this is lower, and it's got more extreme settings in the chassis.
How do those settings play out as a driver? What do they make you feel different about it?
I would love. I can bore people with this subject. I've got to be very careful. But if someone's interested in their 355, for example, feeling better than these mates 355, then we need a chat. And we make the car not a race car. We must never take compromise out of a road car. It's the worst thing you can do. You bounce down the road and it's unpleasant. You couldn't do a long journey. You couldn't put it on a ferry and go into Europe. So we have to keep that compromise away from, we have to keep it in the car. So we go as far as we dare, and that means it's sharper with the steering. The way that I can feel this car pattering on the road. It's a pretty good surface anyway, but you can just feel it pattering, and that's a good feeling. Makes you feel good. A sloppy car's not. So I think the factory build a lot of that in on an early car.
What are you actually doing? You're having the brake and the accelerator at the same time?
Well, what it is, it's not actually toe and heel. It's the ball of your big foot.
Yeah.
Just on the brake pedal.
Yeah. And
then you just roll your foot. You roll your foot onto the throttle pedal like that.
Okay.
So if you want to go down the gearbox, you slow the car down, and then when you want to change gear, you just, and that's better than going.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't actually hurt the car, but
yeah.
Without it, you do that, and that's hurting the car.
Yeah.
So when you toe and heel it, you're matching road speed to engine speed, and it's smooth. So in a race car in the rain, coming down the gearbox, you could lock the rear wheels up and spin if you didn't toe and heel. In a road condition, if you had a motorway crash, you're doing 70 miles an hour, you would stop faster than the man in front of you if you used engine braking as well. Your braking distance would be shorter if you did toe and heeling. So it's got a couple of purposes. For me, I'm driving these old girls that don't belong to me, and I'm very respectful of them. So I can drive it quickly, and I can be so gentle on everything, drive shafts and clutches, and that's why I toe and heel it. You'll hear me just blip going up as well. And that's all to do with matching the road speed to the engine speed.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and I just passed my tests, the boss used to send me out to go and bring back broken down Ford Cortinas or something that had broken its clutch cable. So I used to go out and drive them back with no clutch. And I was only a kid in the shop. I was an apprentice, but I was the only person in the shop that could actually drive without a clutch. So you set off in second gear on the key, and it's off, and then you listen and you just feel the gear lever, and the gear lever goes slack, and that's the time where the engine speed matches the road speed, and then it just slides into gear. You don't need a clutch. I wouldn't do that in a modern gearbox today, I have to tell you. I can't feel anything here. Now, this car has lift-off oversteer. Can you feel it? It means that I'm actually trying to create a crash. In the middle of the corner, I accelerate, which causes an understeer, and the front end comes up and understeers. That's when the front end washes out. And I don't want it to do that. So what I do is I come off the throttle, which, if uncontrolled, will cause a spin. So it's oversteered in the rear, and that equals the understeer that I created in the front. So you threaten bit the car through the corner. Senna taught me this, and your velocity through the corner's faster because you're not just sat in your corner in the line through the corner. You're actually And if you listen to Ayrton Senna and those old turbo cars in particular, in slow to medium corners, those beautiful V10s and V12s in the middle of the corner is what he's doing. That's what he's doing. That on and off the throttle is creating a understeer and an oversteer. You're trying to crash the car into the dry stone wall, but you're not going to let it, because you come off the throttle and you get rear wheel steering, which takes you away from the dry stone wall, and you go back on again. Marvellous, isn't it? I might have made all this stuff up. It might just all be bollocks. You know that, don't you?